Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the life that they don't want you to live. First and foremost, I want to talk about eating organically grown food. This is a big no-no in our society. They do not want you to have this. First off, we all know at the grocery store, uh, if you look on the back of the food item, normally if you're eating a can or some pre-prepared food, if you look on the back where the label's at, it'll have all these ingredients full of things that you can barely pronounce, and it just makes your brain hurt even trying to think about it. Also, well, first let me give you a picture. Do you even know how to pronounce this? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But also, expensive, healthy food is the other option. And I mean, how many times have you tried to buy some healthy food and been like, oh my gosh, look at this price tag? Like, my options are this synthetic stuff that I know probably isn't good for me, or get something that it's supposed to be healthy, big air quotes again, supposed to be healthy, and it's still super expensive. So you're kind of looking like, well, I might as well get the cheap stuff that at least, put something in my stomach. That's a horrible thing. And that is the life they don't want you to live, is eating organically produced food. And that leads me into my second one. They don't want you owning land, because if you own land, what are you going to do? You're going to organically produce some food. You're going to have animals. You're going to have vegetables, fruits. You're going to have more than that, though. You're also going to have somewhere to practice maybe a little bit of, shooting at targets. You're going to have more practice just being self-sufficient, drinking clean water, getting exercise, sunlight, being near nature. These are things they don't want you to have in the life they don't want you to live. They don't want you to live in a life where you're existing away from the city, just chilling, minding your business. That is very, very scary to these people. They don't want you living that life. And that, again, leads me into my next point, which is they don't want you having the means to protect yourself. That goes into the land thing. See, to eat organic food, you either have to have a friend that has land, or you have to have land, right? So, which leads into the next one, you have to have land. They don't want you to have land, because then you'll start producing organic food. You'll know where your food is coming from, what it's eating, how natural it is. And if you have that land, a lot of people who have land also have guns. And they dang sure don't want you to have guns, boy. They do not want you to have guns. They have been trying to get rid of guns forever, and it's for a reason. Because if more people have land is one thing that's already kind of negative for future plans, but guns is like, it's that big old scary thing. They don't want you having a means to protect yourself for I'll just let you think about that one. I told my wife I won't get too political or anything, but you do you. And lastly, I will say they definitely don't want you valuing anything that doesn't produce instant gratification, or, basically, they want you to pray to and pray for plastic items. Does that make sense? They want you to want the new iPhone. And I know iPhone has some metal in it, but you get what I'm saying. They want you to want the new iPhone, want the new Xbox, want to watch the new TV show, want to watch videos online that involve people hugging, if you catch my drift. They want you to watch things that make you feel good right now. No hard work, no investment, no time, blood, sweat, and tears. They want you to want right now, because right now is cheap. Right now feels good. And right now makes customers who need to come back. You understand? When you eat fast food and they sprinkle that sugar on that burger, you're coming back. You're an addict. That's what they want. That's what they need. That's what society needs. It needs addicts. If you have land, you're not an addict. You're somebody eating fresh vegetables and whatever you produced, and meat that you raised up and slaughtered. Like, that is your stuff. If you have guns and they don't want you living that lifestyle. In the city, flashing lights, fast food, people being provocative, showing whatever they want to show off and doing whatever they want to do. That is the life that they want you to live. And you have to ask yourself, do you want to live the life that they want you to live? Because, again, I believe the life that they don't want you to live involves Jesus Christ. I don't want to go too in depth unless you guys are comfortable with that. I'll fill you on more as you go. But I believe that it's like Jesus told us. There's a narrow path, a narrow gate, and a wide path with a wide gate. There's an easy one that's easy to walk into. You can walk in with your friends and it's, plenty of arm room, all that. It's so easy to walk into. And then there's a path where it's a little tight. We all get there one by one. We figure out our way to get there, get in. But it's the one that's so much sweeter, that involves a little bit of harder work. It's narrow. And I think that's the life that they don't want you to live. They don't want you to have the Lord. They don't want you to have some land. They don't want you to have some values. They don't want you to have patience. You get it? If you got anything out of this, please hit the subscribe button because it helps the channel out so much. I can't say it enough. And please leave any comments below if there's anything you want to tell me. And lastly, I will say it always. If you need a prayer, please drop it. Please drop it. Whether it's in the comments or whether you email it to me because you don't feel like, it's a little too personal. Email it, SpiritFilledSprings@gmail.com. Please. I love y'all. Peace and blessings. Shalom. Y'all be safe. I'm out.